Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the No ID Podcast. I have here comedian, skit creator, content creator, the hostess with the mostest. You know her, I know her, and we all gonna get to know her. The one and only Miss KellsMorton. How you doing today, ma'am?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm blessed and highly favored.
Thanks for having me on the show, Jerome.
No, wrong.
No, I say wrong, but I was trying to be professional. So come on now.
Be professional.
Because we on this.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll be professional. Miss Morton.
I like my last name, but that does sound very old.
You're right. It do sound old.
Okay. Okay, wrong. My bad.
It's all right. Jerome is my job name. That's when I go to work. His Rome is when I'm on this microphone. How you been?
I'm good.
Okay. So you are a comedian and you've been doing it what, 2-3 years now?
It's been good though.
Congratulations. What made you get into comedy? What was the point behind that?
I guess people just always said I was funny.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, let me just try it. And then I like entertainment. I like the spotlight. Maybe probably not everything that goes with it, but I do like to make people laugh. I get enjoyment out of making other people smile.
So when was your first start into comedy? Like that first introduction?
I saw somebody taking the funny bone class, so I decided to take it. And it was a good experience. I've taken other classes since the funny bone class. So like improv 101 at Push Comedy Theater in Norfolk, and just other things to sharpen my skills. I took a writing class in DC at the DC Improv. So just you never stop. And I know you know that as a comedian as well. You just never stop sharpening your skills.
Yeah, I definitely do. I did. I only took the funny bone class. It was 6. You went through. It was 6 weeks. We graduated, and I didn't take any more classes after that, unless you count the James Cooper at the venue. That's the only class I only
And
took.
then, of course, and then we did a lot of those too. A lot of those mics.
So how was your experiences with all these different classes, from the funny bone to the writing classes to the improv 101? How was your experience? Was it the same or was it different?
Different types of styles from each person. So like, I think that gives you a good perspective because everything's subjective, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I also follow what's the one that has the comedy Bible.
I know you're talking about Judy.
So I follow her. So she has workshops on Tuesday. So I've been like on her lives before. So everybody has these tidbits that are different to make you understand that full circle of comedy is subjective. So you're not always going to get the same funny, right? So it just makes me appreciate the different perspectives and how to kind of bend and figure out what my lane is. Because you want to take all that into account because these people have been doing it 20, 30, 15 years. Cool. Everybody's different though. But they also have something good to offer, whether it's good, I would do it that way, or good, I wouldn't do it.
So everybody has something a little bit different. What's one of the things that you notice that all of them have in common since you've been there? Yeah, give me a little bit more energy, Miss Morton, because I don't know if you're not used to serious Rome right now. I don't.
No, it's so weird. It is super weird. Okay. I'm not used to serious Rome. No, I'm not. But the question was like, what am I getting out of it? I think more so, what did I learn? I think all of them are similar because comedy is set up with a joke, a turn, a punchline. Like all that is similar, right?
Mm-hmm.
But how they deliver it is different, right? How they deliver it, who they deliver it for, right? Because you can have the demographics are definitely different, right? And how you deliver those jokes is going to be different depending on the room you're in.
Now, your jokes and your styles, who is the person that you more mirror towards? Like, who was that inspiration that you was like, yo, I rock with them. I've been following them. Like, who was that one comedian that you was like, I got to get into this?
Growing up, there's more than one. In tears, like, the first person I saw on TV that I thought that was hilarious was Red Fox. Hilarious. Yeah. And this is like growing up from a kid, because it wasn't a lot of people that look like me on TV that's telling jokes. Richard Pryor, and then as I got older, Bernie Mac and everybody else that came along. You know what I'm saying? Definitely Red Fox because he was doing clean sitcoms, primetime television, and then he was also doing stand up, but I didn't get to see the stand up till I was older. The unclean record version while he's smoking cigars on stage. Like, he's definitely like somebody that, I'm probably not as brash as he is on stage, but he is the one that made me listen to, like, hey, this is really funny. You know what I'm saying? Of course, like Richard Pryor as well, but
And
but my
like
favorite now is Chappelle. I love Chappelle. I love Chappelle.
Chappelle.
Yeah.
Chappelle. So do you want to do something like what Chappelle's done with like the sketch and then do the stand up as well? Because Chappelle's shows was only 3 seasons. Well, two
Right.
good seasons, yeah, and people still watch it like it just came
Still
out.
genius. He's genius, and his sketch writing is so crazy, so relatable, right? And that's why people still watch it, because it doesn't matter who it is, white, black, Mexican. He roasts everybody equally, and everybody still loves it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's safe. Gay, straight, trans, nobody is safe with him.
A lot of truth. So how do you base your material on? How do you come up with I guess the light to your material to start writing? Is this based on true stories? Is it fictionalization? Is it observation? How do you come upon what you said? Because you have a funny set when you talked about. I think you was married like 4 times or something like that. Sorry,
Yeah,
my apologies.
three.
I forgot.
But yeah, that's life. You know what I'm saying? That's
Hmm.
life. That was my, first marriage, cool. Second marriage, short lived. Third marriage, hopefully it stays. You know what I'm saying? So you want that to happen, but I'm not the only one. Ladies will come up to me at the end of the show and they be like, "Oh my God, I'm on my third husband too." Blah blah. Everything you said was just the truth. You know what I'm saying? That is what I deal with. And that's cool because I'm telling my truth. If something happens, because you kind of like, your jokes write themselves. If something happens and you write it down immediately because it was funny, you telling your truth on stage. There's embellishment in there, and that's any comedian, I think. But for the most part, I like to tell the truth so I don't forget it.
And who was? So you write a lot about truth and stuff. You write about third marriage,
Third marriage,
third.
kids.
You have children?
I have a son that's 22.
Really? I didn't know that.
I talk about him. Well, I have talked about him in the past. I got a 5-year-old stepson. He is hell, but I've talked about him on stage too.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've talked about having breast reduction. Women can relate to that. Mammograms, just like the dudes talk about prostate exams. I started talking about mammograms, and you know put a little awareness to it, because a lot of people don't talk about that type of stuff.
You don't see a lot of the comedy game is a little different because you see and you hear a lot of men doing their thing, but I know them all over the place. I do admire the women Avenger group that you have with yourself, Sherry, Vicky, and Sonya. Y'all
Yes.
like the Powerpuff Girls. Well, it was three of them, but I'm gonna just say Powerpuff Girls of the comedy realm. And how did that come about? Because y'all was tight before, but now y'all doing boots to the ground, and Vicky's doing her thing. Sonya's just like streaming. You doing your thing. Sherry is like just everywhere. Like, how did y'all like Avengers assimilate? Like that.
It just kind of happened organically. We are all very different,
Mm-hmm.
very, very different
Mm-hmm.
in our walks of life, but we just kind of like clicked as far as, it's not a lot of female comics on the scene anyway. So, but we support any comics, for shows, but we have been kind of just, because we mesh so well and there's like really no drama or disagreements. We just kind of, we'll get together for a writing session, maybe once a month, once every other month, and do stuff like that. And then we might end up on a show. Most of the time now that people see us together, sometimes they just book us together, if that makes sense.
It do.
But those ladies are that's the squad, man. They're so dope, and this Virginia scene is very, very welcoming. Whether it's male or female, I have been booked by plenty of people. Yourself, Skeeta. Well, you've gotten me
Oh, yeah,
work.
I don't
Yeah, you've
produce. I
got
don't
me. You've
produce.
got me worked, but you have referred me, which I appreciate. You know what I'm saying? And like different promoters and, Skita and Tim and all these other people on the scene, Nick D's, like all of them have booked me at one point or another. So I appreciate that either way.
How many
I'm not
times you
really
go?
into the business side though. You know what I'm saying?
How many times you gonna keep fixing that bust down? Because you keep every 5
Because it
minutes.
keeps doing this thing like it's like a mustache or something. I'm trying to keep it out of the way, keep it out the way. It's like,
I'm still stuck on the fact that you're not used to serious Rome right now. This is
No, it's weird. I told you. It's
ain't
super,
that
super
damn weird.
weird.
It's not.
It is. When was the last time you've been serious? I wait.
When my last interview,
What was that, like 2 weeks ago?
no, a
A
week
week
ago.
ago?
Yeah, yeah, and at work, See what I mean?
Okay.
See what I mean?
I'm just saying.
It's a switch. It's a switch in there, right? It's a switch. If it's a microphone, I'm about to perform. Yeah, I'm gonna show my ass. But there ain't no microphone. Or if I'm doing this podcast, I'm like, no, the switch is. Nah, we serious. Okay, that's what's up though. So y'all got a whole Avengers symbol. I actually respect that because I don't know if you know the story of Eddie Murphy, how Robert Townsend and John Witherspoon used to back him up. Keenan Ivory Wayans used to back up Eddie Murphy, and they was like, one of us gonna make it's gonna be Eddie. Yeah, and then like that's when you guys saw Delirious and Raw. I don't know if you ever seen Hollywood Shuffle with Robert Townsend, which is a great. You got two.
That's where he started.
Yeah, yeah. That's what's up. I actually see that for y'all for. That's amazing what y'all be doing out there. I be like, oh, I don't be stalking, but
I'm sure people are watching, but I don't. We talked about the same thing. I said somebody gonna make it. I just, I don't need to be the star, but I will say this: just make sure y'all take me on the road. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't even care about all that. Just take me on the road with you. That's all I ask. I ain't got to be the star. I don't. Cause look at Kevin Hart and the Paper Cup Boys, Plastic Cup Boys. I said Plastic Cup Boys. Them guys been together for 20 plus years. They on the road.
Kev used to run with Mike Epps though.
But then, he took his. Those are his friends.
Yeah, he took his homies with him. They was helping him out. Yeah,
and they funny, and they all got their own thing going on, but they all are winning.
They come back.
Yeah,
I think
I ain't gotta be the star. I could be, Naeem.
Spanky.
I could be Naeem. I could be the Naeem to the Kevin Hart. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. Shit. Can I curse?
But yeah, you can't curse.
Okay.
I've had sex workers up here. I've had dominators up here. Yeah, I can curse. You can say whatever the fuck you want to say.
Look, I ain't hating on them ladies. Them ladies making their money, okay?
Some of them stay in Virginia Beach.
Hey, I ain't mad. Get your money.
It's been a couple of them that popped up at the show, and I ain't said, I ain't said nothing. I was like, we be talking. I'm like, hey, how you doing?
You looking like you looking.
I ain't saying shit because I don't want nobody thinking I'm into that stuff. I'm like, I'm just interviewing, bro. One of them was that one you did with Omar Gooden.
They were there.
One of them was there. I was
Omar was dope, man. Omar was dope.
He was.
That was a good one. Yeah, he was.
Who was one of your favorite who was one of your favorite comedians that you got to open up for or work with?
I would say Omar was like really, really dope. Working with obviously Michael Collier. I haven't been on stage with him, but I've been on his YouTube show several times, right? So that was really dope. And then I went out on the road for two nights with this social media influencer, big time, Danae Hayes. She's on like TikTok, 3 million followers. Like it's crazy, and I didn't really know who she was. It just so happened that her road manager inboxed me. I don't know where they got my information, but I wasn't asking no questions. And I thought it was a prank. Because I was like, who? And then I of course you're going to search them immediately. And she was just so kind, so dope. And, I went to Addicts. It was sold out. And I went to Morton Marietta Center for Performing Arts in Raleigh, sold out. And she pretty much sells out everywhere. And just her entire team and herself, just so kind. And like I said, Omar was very, very dope, very personable. Gave me a couple gems, you know what I'm saying?
Have you ever been starstruck?
Yes.
You like, hey, that's Sweet Pea from Baby Boy. Jody Joe.
Well, I wasn't starstruck with Omar. It's like, and now it's like, being a comedian, and I'm pretty sure you probably think the same way. Like now we meet so many famous people. Is like, no, I don't really like get too much, but okay. So Bill Bellamy was at Funny Bone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Vino was opening for him that night. It's him and Skeeter. Skeet Carter's there. Everybody's there. I'm just watching in the background, just absorbing everything. In walks Ali Sadiq. He comes to my table. Hey, how you doing, sweetheart? And then I was like, hi. And I didn't say anything. I was normal. As soon as he got about 10 feet away, I was like, oh, Monique, that shit is crazy. He shook my hand. He shook my motherfucking hand. But then, he's still human, but that was like crazy because he is a master storyteller. He is phenomenal on stage, like, equal to me, Chappelle, you know what I'm saying, at his level of storytelling. So I was just like, that was a fan moment, but I didn't let him see it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't let him see it because I was just kind of like, I had to stay. You got to stay cool in those moments because then it gets weird. It gets weird.
It do get weird.
Yeah.
It do get weird. It do
So
get
I
weird.
found out internally when he walked off.
I know, like, I got starstruck 2 times.
Whoa.
D.L. Hughley and Michael Collier.
Yeah, those the OGs though. Those are the OGs.
Bro, Michael Collier loved the guy to death. He put me on his morning show during the lockdown. And I was used to, like, because it coming in through the venue, so you got the soft side of James, right? When you was going there, you got the soft version.
Yeah.
I didn't get that at all.
You got the harsh.
The harsh cuss out critique. The harsh cuss critique. Him and Marlon. So, like, Mike cussed me out on the phone because he said I didn't call him. I left a voicemail and a text message. I think he was testing me. D.L. Hughley either called me little motherfucker or little nigga.
What?
In the back, because I was like, he was just talking. He was like, do you want to? Because I was supposed to do a guest spot. And I said, I ended up doing 15 minutes. I ain't gonna lie. I blacked the hell out on the stage.
Mm-hmm.
But he was like, I said, how did they want you to introduce you? I'm like, you want to go first? You want to go second? I said, I'll go first. I'm not going to ask you again, motherfucker. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. You know what I'm saying? But then after I got off the stage, he dapped me up. He said, yo, keep going. And that was it.
Was he good? He was cool though?
Yeah, he was real cool. I think I think when it comes to them being as high as they are, like, they're like, I'm a normal person, right? So don't treat me any differently. Number 2, this your time to shine, so focus. And number 3, I'm just gonna test you. You gotta earn my respect first. So I was like, it is what it is.
Yep. I forgot Tony Roberts was really dope.
Yeah?
Yes.
He's a killer.
He is a killer on stage. I wasn't aware. I knew he was funny. I've seen his stand-up, but in person on that stage is a whole different type of beast. And so is, I think, Adele Givens. She did 45 minutes straight of fire and got a standing ovation. It's insane to witness. 45 minutes straight. No, I take that back. It was an hour and a half. It was an hour and a half.
Hour and a half?
Yes, I take that back.
She gave somebody an hour and a half of work.
I'm
glad you said that.
With the standing ovation.
With the standing over. I'm glad you said that because, I was, matter of fact, I did mess up one interview. Tension interview. That was with Takara, but I was trying to shoot my shot. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Williams? She's so such a nice person. She's such a nice.
I would build a house in my bare hands for her.
I drink her beer for it.
Nah, I ain't saying go that far. Cara, the kind of woman, if she was to cheat on you, you will apologize to her and be a better man. I know I should have been a better man for you. It's okay. You know what I mean? She's that girl. She is that girl. You see her, I don't know. Yeah, I got it. Y'all pack is like dope, like the Rat Pack with. I'm gonna keep going back and forth, but I'm gonna ask you this: do you remember your first good show when you was like, "All right, I got this in the bag"? And you remember that one show you was like, "All right, maybe I ain't got it."
It's been some times like that, okay? Everybody takes a good bomb. I don't think my bombs to me, and my bombs were probably not bombs because I still got laughter, but it wasn't as good as, because I've seen people like die slowly on stage and never return, right? But still get laughter. But I was like, I could have did better, and I'm kicking myself because we're our own worst critics. So I had got booked for a retirement home, and I thought it was like I had in the bag. And I go in there and it's like 70-year-old people, and nothing was funny until I started talking about surgery, and they were cracking up. So I was like, thank God. Whew, you know what I'm saying? And then there's a show, well, the ones I did with Danae, those were killer. Because I'm pretty sure if it wasn't, she wouldn't ask me to go to Raleigh. She literally, as soon as I got off stage, her role manager was like, what you doing tomorrow? And then I did a show at the Wyndham, and that, I felt like that was my day. Sometimes as a comedian, you just feel like that was your night. And that was literally my night. Like, the line was like, hey, what's your information? What's your social media? And I had the cards ready because you had said, get your cards ready when you first started. When I first started, you was like, get you some business cards and hand them out. That's the most logistical way you can get your name on the street. And it was. I done went through after like Miss Pat's show, doing like because I did Miss Pat the 6 shows with her, and I probably handed out like 200 cards that weekend. 200. And then out of the 6 shows, I think 5 out of 6 for me was some of my best work. One show, I was that by that last show, I was like, my brain tired, and the lights was hot. It was just hot. I was like, I was still there, but I was struggling because you know that's mental exhaustion. So, and that's something I just never had dealt with. That was my first weekend working like that. You know what I'm saying? And it was a cool experience though. And you know what I'm saying? Like at least she gave us a shot. She gave me a shot.
Mm-hmm. You still got your business cards now? Same business cards?
I reprinted another 250.
Yeah.
250. I got a private event, and I've gotten corporate events and private events. I got another private event August 1st for Tri-State, which is Stars and Masons. So we'll be over there. I'm a star, so
People don't know how big them business cards are.
yeah, it's big.
Man, like I like passing mines out when I do push theater because it's tight to go past that front door. So after I perform, boy, I'm like, oh, I hope the last one hurry. I'm rocking to get up there.
Making it rain.
I'm like, here you go, 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 here you go.
Making it rain up in it.
One time, I did a show 2 weeks ago in DC, and I was doing a show, and I was passing out the cards. I was like, did y'all laugh? I was like, they was like, yeah. I was like, did you think I was funny? They think you. I think you was laughing. Like, take this card and scan this QR on the back. And it works. Like the business cards, plugging your social media in the beginning, at the end, it works. It's no tricks. People sleep on them business cards.
Yep. And it really helps that following because when I started comedy, I had 890 followers. Now I have 2,850, I think. Oh, I still got a long way to go, you know what I'm saying? But that's better than what I started. So that's progress.
I put you on the game about how to get more followers. The one thing I learned is 2 things that people sleep on. I'm not saying TikTok, Reddit.
Really?
And LinkedIn.
Okay.
Reddit, LinkedIn.
Connect that.
Get Chat GPT or Gemini to type up a prompt and put it specifically to say for Reddit or whatever and post. And I was like, my views on my YouTube have gone up. So Reddit and LinkedIn, yeah, I don't know why. I applied for jobs that said comedian. That's how I've been getting private gigs.
Gotcha.
Have you done any festivals yet?
I've applied to Black Women in Comedy, so I'm just waiting on that response in New York. I haven't done any yet because I was like, let me just get myself together before I start doing it. And I just wanted to make sure I was absolutely at least got a good tight 15, 10 minute and 5 set. You know what I'm saying?
You got that. You got it tight. You should have like at least a cool 30. And I know people like, she been doing it for 2 years, 30. What I mean by that, I'm not taking no shots at no comedians that's doing it. When I say you got a cool tight 30, you could take that 30 or that your time, that set, and travel around and get the same amount of laughs with that same set, right? So that's what I'm talking about. Because you get people that be like, yeah, I got a whole 30. I'm like, they go up there, perform, and you just see like a...
Die slow.
Bro, I've seen so many dash slows, and you know I'm an asshole on the stage, so you know once I get up there, I can talk about whoever the fuck I want to. So I see like a little...
That slow bomb is a killer.
That's that slow bomb started this podcast. That slow bomb started No ID. It's a black lady somewhere in Virginia Beach that threw a chicken bone at me. It made me say I'm gonna start No ID. I'm not doing this comedy shit no more.
That slow bomb is crazy.
You be crying up, they be like, I don't think this comedy shit for me.
It's been a couple where I was like, Jesus Lord, and then ain't nobody gonna laugh. Like, but you know, like I said, I'll get some laughs in between that. But I've seen people getting 0 laughs. 0. There's a couple people on the scene I done seen happen, and I just pray that's never me. That's why I try not to talk bad about them. But
you all right. Don't do that because you don't want to be in no shit.
That's why I say it. I don't ever say anything because I don't want it to happen to me, and then I don't be trying to start. There be too many comedy beefs, and I'll be like, we supposed to be making people happy, not beefing. That's crazy.
It's always gonna be a comedy beef.
You know, I don't be in nobody's mess.
It's always. I've had my fair share. I ain't gonna cap, and I take accountability for some of mine. But I'm gonna be honest with you, them beefs just it's really just pointless at this point because
I don't be
some people
making
feel like you
nobody.
blocking them, and then some people don't feel like you blocking them, or I don't know. I just be like, you know what? It's more than one stage. It's more than one microphone to speak out there. So
I
I
feel like
distance myself.
if somebody doesn't book me because they have a personal issue, then they were never professional in the beginning. You know what I'm
Or it
saying?
was never funny.
Or maybe they were never funny, or they feel threatened. I don't know. I just feel like I don't try to be in nobody's beef. I try to, you know, back from a situation, and then if it's bad energy over there, even if they not beefing, I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we too old. You know, we both in our later years.
Don't you say it.
Say what?
Don't you say that age number.
I don't know your age number, sweetie.
Thank you. I'm just trying
Look
to keep
here,
that.
man. No, I do want to give you flowers on this one too. I've never seen you wear the same outfit twice. And I'm talking about from the pants, the shirt, the purse, the shoes. Everything is ironed. She don't throw it in the dryer on wrinkle release. It matches the accessories. The skin is always lotion. I don't know if she was a CeraVe or Cetaphil or Nivea. I don't know. Jergens, I don't know.
No ash. No ash.
You see, she got Milano on. She done fixed the bust down like 18 times
Yeah, because
in
he
30
keeps just
seconds.
doing this. You just got a mind of his own.
So,
Thank you. I appreciate that. It's just a method of habit. Because my mother, she was just like, very strict. Like I couldn't even leave the house without, you gotta have clean clothes on. My shoes gotta be wiped down. I gotta fix my hair. She always made me do all of that before I could go outside. I could be going outside to play in the dirt and go play softball, and she'd be like, go clean up. You got to do better. She'll make me turn around, and if I didn't look presentable, she'd make me turn around and go find something else to wear and fix my hair better.
I've known this lady for 2 years. I've seen you perform numerous times. Never the same nothing.
No.
Same smile.
I appreciate that.
No
I
problem.
just try to keep clean. That's all.
I don't want to get in no trouble because you're.
No. My husband stopped earlier. I was like, oh Lord, I ain't trying to
Yeah, I'm not trying to neither.
I hope so. I try to keep the peace in this household.
I think I got one more fight in me, and I'm saving that shit. Saving that for a Mr. Karen in the grocery store.
Not Mr. Karen. You mean?
Got one more in me. I'm done. Because after that,
You mean Kevin? The Kevin?
yeah, I got one fight. I got one fight. Mr. Karen, Kevin, whatever. I got one. I'm counting them down. I got one more fight in me. Because the rest of them, I'm like, you know what? Yeah, young bucks got it. And I don't want to go viral on TikTok for getting my ass tore up. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. You don't.
So,
I be seeing
Kells.
them videos,
So, Kells, I appreciate you letting me show you the serious side that's spooky to you, but I guess you didn't watch or listen to any of the episodes of the podcast, so you told on yourself.
What? Probably, yeah, because I hadn't. Yeah, I don't. I probably should have did my research. I should. Well, I have seen your clips though. I've seen your clips, but that you post, but I haven't done my research because my behind has been completely saturated lately. So I probably should have. So what am I missing?
We are on the 11th season.
Okay.
I have the first episode was with Des Nicholson, poet. Second was with Josh Ward.
Mm-hmm.
Kylie Cash, that's the Dominatrix. I always try to get a sex work at least every 1 or 2 seasons. Jay Daniels, I can't really reveal about Jay Daniels or who's coming along with me with Jay Daniels because personally, because of all the beefs, I shut the fuck up and I just post it and let people see it. And then I got KellsMorton and her husband gave her the stink eye.
He did. He stopped on the staircase. I was like, nothing.
See what I mean? Like now,
I'm trying to keep the peace in this household.
Next time I go out to a show and I see her, I'm like, hey, brother, do you believe in the power of the Lord? Can I pray for you?
You know what the Lord Jesus Christ has done for you lately?
Can I pray for you right quick, bro? Let me lay hands on you right quick.
No problem. None.
Okay.
Okay.
You know what I'm doing? I'm gonna just bring my mama. That's what I do. That's how I get myself out of trouble. Just bring
Please,
Deborah.
Miss Davis. Miss Davis.
That's what I do. I bring Miss. Ain't nobody gonna fight nobody with their mama.
Not even. She look like she peaceful and she don't even play. You look like if anybody try to do anything, she gonna get him a whooping immediately on the spot. Like she have her belt in her purse.
It wasn't no belt though. Deborah's a chokester. She'll choke the shit out of you. I love my baby. That's my girl, but y'all keep getting fooled by that shit y'all see out there online and in public when we
Her
walking
hand stay
around.
like this. It's
Y'all
cupped in
keep
the
getting
sleeve.
fooled.
Why your hand like that?
That's my heart, but nah, y'all keep fucking up. Nah, man. But if the people want to follow you or get in contact with you, how can we do that?
I am on Facebook at KellsMorton. I am on Instagram at Kells the Great. Same thing with TikTok. So, and then I have a biz card, a digital biz card that'll take you to all that and to my email address for booking.
And if you guys want to get in contact with me, you know you can follow me at Comedian Rome on Instagram and Twitter and TikTok, and at Comedian Rome Davis on YouTube, as well as Reddit at No ID Podcast on Facebook and Instagram as well too. Like, share, comment, subscribe, support. Hit that link in that bio for the website. Join the mailing list so you can get all the updates. And of course, I got a business card. I keep a business card somewhere. And Kells, I really appreciate you. I see the growth. Yeah, we signing off.
Thanks for having me.